We've spent plenty of years trying to figure out how to save money on energy bills and have recently found this new process of insulating walls on existing homes. Now, we tested this company's claims with a third-party energy auditor, and the results are outstanding.
Once they're done, they'll sweep the wall, and you can see that there's some mess and stuff on the ground, and generally they hit that with the hose and it'll just dissipate and just wash away. So it is non-toxic, and like I said, it's about the same consistency as shaving cream. It'll set up in about 60 seconds, it'll firm up, and then it will totally cure in about 72 hours.
What a difference a week makes. I noticed one thing was immediately when I walked in the house, there's the comfort level. It's quieter, the echoes were down, it was just a more cozy feeling. And then we put the fan in and did some infrared tests around the windows, and they all around the tops of the frames and the sides where we had the leaks before, that's all completely sealed up. It's not even there. It's now we're beginning to see some leaks around portions of the windows, but all of the frames around the doors and the windows, all that stuff is completely sealed up now. Yeah, this was all blue up above the top of that window, completely sealed it up. Boy, this guy last week was really leaking. Great job again here. This really looks good. Also, they foamed these walls and they insulated the attic, and I noticed a big difference in the surface temperature of the ceiling and the walls. So what a vast improvement, plus the airflow. The house is not leaking as much as it was last week. So I typically saw a tremendous improvement in the building envelope and the insulation of this house since I was here last.
And I think that's one of the key things with insulation is people don't know what they've actually got. A lot of people think that if they have some old rock wool, a couple inches up there, their house is insulated, and they haven't even been up in their attic to see what their insulative values are up there. They would be shocked if they knew some of the insulative values that I've seen in doing retrofits and so forth. So when people bring in an insulator to blow additional attic insulation in, for example, they are increasing their efficiency of their house with a relatively cheap, especially with the incentives, bang for your buck. You're getting a good value there.
You know, this house here was about 3,800. We were sucking through about 3,800 cubic foot a minute. And by caulking and sealing those windows and doors, you can probably drop that down to 1,000. Some of these homes we see 7,000, 8,000 cubic foot a minute for a 5,000 square foot home. And, you know, if you can reduce that by a third, then you're going to effectively reduce your utility bills by a third. So the most important thing is sealing the envelope, sealing up the interior of this house to keep the cold air in and keep it from going back out. Then you can work on the insulation, but the most important factor is to seal up that envelope.
Here in M's Sprout House, young kids can find out how new plants come to life. And in our next segment, we're going to show you how new technology can improve your home and warm up the stove for a new recipe by Chef Will. You're watching Homes Today Utah Edition. Homes Today Utah Edition is sponsored by Staker Parson Companies, the preferred source.